Here's a secret you already know. Any break in training can kill motivation for students. Breaks can include things like school holidays, Christmas, Ramadan. Gloomy winter weather can even contribute to people thinking about quitting our martial arts and dance programs. Even that random week where every family suddenly has something on. And once students stop training, it becomes so easy for them to keep not training. Suddenly, oh yeah, we'll be back next week, turns into, wow, it's really been 3 months already. And that's how students quietly drift away. So instead of crossing our fingers and hoping that they're going to come back, I want to share with you today a way that we can give our members a reason to come back to class. Something like a student appreciation day. And before we get into the full system, here's your reminder. If you want help building simple retention strategies like this into your martial arts or dance school, you can book a call with EFC using the link below. We'll talk through where your school is now, what's stopping growth, and how EFC might be able to help you. So, what is a Student Appreciation Day? It's basically a simple retention event designed to help get students back onto the mats after any kind of break. I like to think of it like a training tune-up. After any time away, students can feel kind of rusty and awkward or behind their friends and peers. Now, they don't need a lecture or guilt or a dramatic comeback montage. They just need a simple, positive way to easily restart. So here's how it works. You run a special training day. And you do it with short back-to-back clinics that are a little bit unusual or out of the ordinary. Each clinic goes for between 30 and 40 minutes ideally. You want to try and leave a 5 to 10 minute gap between each of the sessions so students can grab a water, ask questions, or maybe pretend they're not out of breath. Now, students can stay for one clinic or for all of them. So each clinic also counts as a class towards grading attendance. So it feels like a bonus, but it also helps them to catch up and to upskill. So it's a real win-win, this technique. Now, pro tip, make the clinics skill specific. So we're not going to go ahead and just call it extra training or extra classes, because that kind of sounds like homework in a gi, right? Make each clinic sound fun, useful, and focused. For example, a dynamic kicking clinic, or a power punch clinic, or even a Kata Confidence clinic, or a fast footwork clinic, or even sparring essentials clinic. Name each of the clinics something very focused and specific, because when the clinic is specific, students know exactly what they're coming in to improve, and it gives focus as well as creating lots of excitement in the academy. And parents very quickly can understand the value of bringing their kids along too. Now let's look at how to put this into place in a step-by-step system in your academy. Step 1, pick the date. Nice and simple. Ideally, you want it to be after a time that you know you're going to have a dip in retention. It's not something that you repeat over and over. Hold it probably 2-3 times a year. Once you've picked your date, don't wait until the plan is perfect. Perfect is where good ideas go to die. Choose your date, and once the date is locked in, then you build around that. Step 2, create the schedule. Here's an example of a schedule you might want to use. 9 a.m. Dynamic Kicking Clinic. 9:50 Kata Confidence Clinic. 10:40 Powerful Punches Clinic. And 11:30 Grading Basics. Something as simple as that. It's clear, it's easy to promote, and encourage students to come along to one clinic and then to stay for as many as they feel capable of doing. Step 3, make sure you count the clinics towards attendance. If each clinic counts as one class credit towards grading, it's more likely you're going to get people to come along, especially those ones that have missed a few classes and are at risk of not being able to grade. This gives students a positive reason to attend without having to have that awkward, you're kind conversation. Instead, you're saying, hey, here's a bonus class to help you get back on track. It's much nicer, it's much more effective, and there are fewer of those awkward parent conversations. But overall, from a business perspective, our families see this bonus clinic as having much greater perceived value. But they might have come in for one class on that particular day. Suddenly they can do 3, 5, 7, however many you want. Step 4, promote it properly. This is not punishment day, so don't make it sound like detention with push-ups. Promote it as appreciation. Use language like, we really appreciate you. We're putting on this special clinic day to give you extra value in your training. Or come and build confidence and momentum. So it needs to be positive and encouraging rather than a guilt trip. Step 5, personally invite students. Promote it through email, SMS, social media, in-class announcements, flyers, parent chats, or send it through the EFC app. But also, personally invite those students who've gone quiet. Even do something old-fashioned, like pick up the phone and call them. Look at your attendance reports and your grading reports. Look for those inconsistent students, those almost at grading but aren't going to make it students. Or the students who've said, oh yeah, we'll be back next week, but you haven't seen them for 3 weeks. Or those students who have slowly become martial arts ghosts. Sometimes people don't need more information. They just need to feel noticed. And a phone call personally from the school can go a long way to making those people feel really noticed. Step 6, prepare the team. Before the day, make sure your instructors know what they're teaching, when they're teaching it, the key points that they need to cover, how to mark attendance, how to encourage students on the mat, and how to point students towards the next clinic. The goal is not just to run more classes. The goal is to make your members leave thinking, oh, that felt great, I'm coming back next week. That retention is gold. Step 7, and this is powerful. Add an appreciation moment. Make the day feel really special, particularly for those people who didn't come along, so that the next time you run it, they're tapping into FOMO. Oh, I missed out last time, so I want to come this time. So you could create a thank you message that you publicly send out to everybody who attended. You could do a group photo for each of the clinics. Student shout outs to those people who came and did 1 or 2 or all of the clinics, or even certificates saying they have attended and completed that during the day. Doesn't need to be expensive. Nobody's asking for fireworks and a marching band. Just something that makes the members feel really valued. Step 8, track and follow up. This is the business end. Very important to track attendance for each class in the clinic, which ones were popular, which ones were less popular, and then follow up within 24 to 48 hours. This is really what puts the icing on the appreciation cake. So you say to the students who came along, thanks so much for coming to Student Appreciation Day. It was great seeing you on the mats. Your clinic attendance has been counted towards your grading qualifications, and we're excited to see you keep building that momentum. And then for the students who missed it, hey, we missed you at Student Appreciation Day. We'd love to help you get back into training though. Let us know which class you're coming to this week. So it's warm and simple, no guilt. Now here's a super pro tip. You can use this event to reactivate old members. Think of it like putting a spark back into the concept of training. Some past students don't need a full restart and an intro lesson and a come and rejoin and take on a journey to black belt conversations. All they really need is a warm, low pressure message to get that spark ignited. Something like, hey, we're running a Student Appreciation Day. We would love for you to come back for a fun, low pressure training session. There's no pressure about restarting. It's just a chance to reconnect and get on the mats and move again. Remember what you loved about training. Now, if they come along, follow up afterwards. Hey, was so good seeing you on the mats. If you'd like to ease back into training, we'd love to help you restart in a way that feels simple and achievable. The key here is giving them one simple next step, not 17 options and a spreadsheet, just one next step. So, final recap. Student Appreciation Day is incredibly powerful as a member retention tool, and it's also very simple to put into place in your business. Pick a date, run short skills-specific clinics, count them towards grading, promote it as appreciation, personally invite those quiet but at-risk students, track attendance, follow up, and pro tip, use it as a spark to reactivate those old members who are no longer training with you. Sometimes retention is not about a complicated campaign. Sometimes it's just giving students a reason to walk back through the door before they accidentally become former students. And if you want help turning ideas like this into simple, repeatable systems in your martial arts or dance school, book a call with us on the link below. We can talk about your school, your goals, and how BFC can help you grow with our state-of-the-art software, coaching, and business systems. So remember, your next action step is simple. Pick a date for your next Student Appreciation Day and put it on the calendar. Pick the date, create the clinics, invite your students, and help them get back on the mats. My name is Danielle Drew, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.